Sorry. Hi everybody, it's Mena. Welcome back to my channel, or if this is the very first video that you're seeing of me, then welcome to my channel. Please be sure to hit the subscribe button down below. If you didn't already, I post every day except for Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday afternoon. And today in this video, I'm going to share with you guys another embarrassing substitute teacher story that happened in my science class. So this is a story just to tell you guys about how some kids in my science class were misbehaving, and this was when I was in middle school. If you have not seen my other embarrassing substitute teacher stories, I will link those down below. And I suddenly remembered I had another embarrassing substitute teacher story to share with you guys, so I'm going to share this one with you guys. Sorry, my tongue's a little twisted. It's still kind of the morning, so I'm still asleep. I had a cup of coffee, but I had 2 cups of coffee, but I'm not fully awake yet. But anyway, I'm gonna get started. And let me know if you guys have ever been through that down in the comments below when you had a substitute teacher. So here we go. So this all started when I was in the 7th grade. I had a substitute teacher for science class because my teacher was out because she had knee surgery. And my teacher was, while my teacher was out, we had this really nice substitute for a couple weeks, and she was very helpful to my teacher while she was away from her surgery. And she was just very nice and helpful. Like, she gave us our homework, she did everything she left for us, and she followed all the teachers' rules and instructions in the classroom. And she was just really nice and helpful, and we did our best mainly to be respectful to her until one day. So one day we were in science class, we're sitting there, and all of a sudden this one person in my science class, he sits like I think 3 or 4 tables behind me because we had to sit at tables in class. And he starts being a little bit inappropriate by saying some inappropriate things about another student, calling him like not very appropriate names. I'm just not going to say them just because they're not YouTube appropriate. And he's just being super rude to the student and disruptive to the whole class. And everybody is like very embarrassed by this person's behavior. And my substitute teacher is finally irritated with this person who is being so incredibly rude. And she literally like gets fed up and just writes him a referral and sends him to the principal's office because he's being so incredibly inappropriate. And he's just not being very respectful in class. So she sent him to the principal's office, writes him a referral for what he had done, and she also reports it to the principal. And everybody, once the person who was making fun of the other student left, we all just sit there and be quiet for the rest of the class because we didn't want to say anything because we didn't want to cause any more drama in class. And that was just super embarrassing to watch, especially for my substitute teacher. I don't know if she might have reported it to my teacher. I'm not exactly sure, but I felt really bad for my science teacher that this happened because my science teacher was out in surgery, but I'm glad the substitute could handle it and knew what to do. So she didn't have to call my teacher, which is a good thing. And I really think she handled it very well for the person who was misbehaving in class. So I'm not sure I think maybe the person who was misbehaving in class apologized the next day to the whole class for his attitude and for what he did. He even apologized to the student he was making fun of. And he even apologized to the substitute teacher for his behavior. And the substitute teacher was very nice and forgiving. And she told him that he should not be behaving that way in class ever again because he could probably like get suspended or sent to or expelled. Because his behavior was just not appropriate in class. And I'm glad he owned up to his responsibilities because that was really not okay. It was just super embarrassing. So the moral of the story is, if you're going to make fun of somebody in front of the whole class, don't think about it because it's not appropriate. It's super rude, especially if you have a substitute teacher. And if you just want to make fun of the person in class, you could just go to the principal's office because it's not appropriate to be making fun of somebody in front of the whole class. just because you want to. I mean, it's not really nice to make fun of people, especially if it's in front of the whole class. And I'm glad that person learned his lesson not to do that anymore, because it was just really embarrassing to watch him do that. I'm very glad he owned up to the responsibility for his actions. So that was my embarrassing science class substitute teacher story. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thank you so much for watching. Please be sure to like and subscribe if you haven't already. I post every day except for Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday afternoons, and I'll see you in another video soon. Bye!